So this is no small operation. How many beds do you think go out of here?
A day, on average, around more.
Wow, that's not enough.
No, it's
We
not.
need to get more beds
Yeah.
to more kids and more people who need them.
And we could handle that for sure. I mean, yes.
Is that it? That looks like a warehouse down there.
He said they opened the door for us, so if we can fit in there. All right, we're arriving at SleepSafe Beds.
Is that door that's going up, that's for us?
Probably.
Are we supposed to drive in?
I think so.
Is that what he told you to do?
Yeah, he said drive in.
He said drive in?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Honey, are you sure?
Yeah.
This feels weird.
What?
What? Where's the red carpet? This feels like red carpet stuff. Ooh. That must be
There
a
they
person.
are. I think that's
wow. We're driving
Woo,
right
right
into
into
the
the
factory,
factory.
you guys. Look at that.
Woo.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, we're driving right in.
Can our car fit?
It did.
We're in the building.
Oh, man.
So cool.
That is just the coolest thing ever.
Hi there.
Hello there. Boy, talk about rolling out the red carpet.
Well, you know, we can do the old
How are you?
elbow pump. But good.
The old elbow
Ed?
pump.
I am Ed, that's right.
Hey,
that's
I'm
me.
Joe.
Hi, Ed. I'm Karen.
Karen.
Nice to meet you.
Get you around the other side and we'll show you the other kids. And...
Let me grab Rachel here.
All right, great.
That's pretty cool.
Careful there.
That's pretty cool, actually. You didn't tell me we were just going to drive right into the building.
That's what he was. He texted me right before we
I
got
was
here.
going to grab my coffee, but that's okay.
All right, and Rachel's gonna come out to meet us. You guys can unplug. I should get Obed's buggy.
You should, and Jessie's, honey, because she's sleeping.
Sorry about the mess, Dad.
Honey, don't worry. I picked it up. Oh, no, I didn't. Not to worry, honey. Anna had a little mishap with her tater tots, but that's okay.
I don't want to step on them.
Well, here, I'm going to clean them up for you, okay? Not to worry. It's hard to eat in the car, isn't it?
It is.
Hi, Jessie girl. You guys, we are literally inside the building of SleepSafe. Like, we're inside. We drove into the building.
Oh, man.
How cool is that?
That is so cool.
And Rachel will be your guide for a little bit, and then I'll take over because she has to go.
Oh, that's
Great.
She has to
start
tag
out
team.
at the,
She's got 2 kids, and she's tag team.
Oh, okay, with the schools
Kids are out of
closed.
school.
All right.
So let's go over here to the padding station first. Over here is our padding station. There's all the covers.
Okay, so this is the inside pads like you guys have seen in Obed's bed.
Yeah. These are already pre-cut.
Oh, yeah.
So we have 4 different options for padding. We cut everything out on this machine. Program it all. Here's our sewers for padding. Miss Amy and Miss Annette over there. And they're wonderful. So as you can see, there's the foam, which is pre-cut
Okay.
for the safety panels and the assist rails.
Okay.
So all of those are there. And then we cover them and sew them.
Okay.
Here's the Velcro attachment to attach to the actual
Can I get
bed.
up closer to the,
Yeah, go right ahead.
Hi, how are you? So you're sewing the pad covers?
The pads go around the side of the bed.
Oh yes, that Velcro looks familiar. I think we're gonna need some new pads for ours pretty soon. He pulls on it. Okay.
So let's step over here to the wood section.
Okay.
So here are the wood panels themselves, and we have a bunch of different finish options. So there's the color, and then there's the wood style.
Okay, so Obed has mahogany,
Okay.
and so you have different species of wood and
Yeah, different color options.
okay.
So there's the colors over there.
Okay.
They're all stacked up and protected. And then we actually cut them out over here on CNC machines, so we can go over there if you like.
Okay, cool. All right, we're walking through the SleepSafe factory.
Oh, wow.
A big, wide open space.
Uh-huh. Slow down, I should move it over to one of the CNC machines and actually cut out the windows, the tubing panels, cut it down for the headboard size, the bookboard size, the side rails, the side panels, all of that is done on these two machines.
So this is no small operation.
No. Not small.
How many beds do you think go out of here?
A day on average?
Wow, that's not enough.
No, it's
We need to
not.
get more beds
Yeah.
to more kids and more people who
Absolutely.
need
And
them.
we could handle that for sure. I mean, yes. Do you want to take over and take them into the
Sure.
back? All right.
Did you guys get lost in the factory? Okay, well, you and Abby can do sighted guide. You two are fine. Okay, Abby, don't pull on David. Just let him guide you, okay? So we don't lose you in the SleepSafe factory.
We have 3 CNC machines that cut our panels for us.
What is CMP? What is that?
CNC, the computer. We design templates for our beds, and then eventually these computers cut these beds out to our specifications. So that's what this does. Here's the various finishes here.
Oh, here we go.
Those panels onto the decks of the beds. So that's how that works.
So you can get just about any color and finish that you want.
Yes. So this is our laminates, and then we have wood. We have two colors here. The white, we have about 8 colors, and then obviously the wood. We're kind of closed for lunch right now, else it would be a lot more noisy. You heard that noise earlier, like the buzzing.
The grinding.
It's
Yes.
pretty interesting to watch.
The 6 blind kids visiting the SleepSafe factory.
Wow.
Oh, bed.
Go over here a little bit. Sure. Come on, guys, this way.
So this department here is all of our woodwork. So all of the posts that you see there, the mission style designs and things like that, but all of our posting and finishing is done over in this department. So you haul it out. Hey, Greg Weinstreiter, president,
Hey, Greg,
owner
how
of the
are
company.
we?
So
I'm Joe.
how
How
we
are
doing,
you?
Joe?
Good to see you. It's
Mike
Karen.
Brooks.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
I guess
meet
we're
you, too.
fist bumping.
But we started in New York back in '01, right?
One.
Yeah. It kind of fell into our lap. New York State OMRDD was looking for a safety bed or a bed to prevent falls and entrapment is all they said. So back then we said, well, let's give it a shot. So we developed something from scratch. Kept it going for a few years. Ed came on board. You know, we were fortunate enough to keep it going. We saw the potential, we saw the need, and our first show was Chicago. Threw it in a minivan, my wife's minivan, and took a bed to Chicago. But our first one, I didn't have any money. I put it on a credit card. It was like $8,000. I had no money.
The way a lot of small businesses
Yeah.
get started.
Yeah, it was just like, we'll give it a whirl. My wife had no idea what I was doing.
We know exactly what that's like, don't we, honey?
Obviously, safety is our number one goal. Everything we do is about safety. Over the years, if you look at the original bed from 01 through 04, 05, it was all solid oak. It was a gorgeous bed. But in hindsight, solid wood is not strong enough. Kids can chew it, it splinters, it can break.
Right.
You can break the wood along the grain.
Yeah.
Whereas veneer core plywood, what we use is 10 times stronger than solid wood. So we've sacrificed a lot of aesthetics over the years for safety. And that's hard to do, is to keep the bed looking good, but keeping it strong and safe. And a lot of our stuff's proven. You know, we've had some models out there for 10 plus years that really have done very well. I mean, we've got some competition in here. Some of their stuff we've brought in over the years, and you can see where they fail.
So this is not your IKEA bed that you can put together, right?
And the nice thing is, whether it's 5, 10, 15 years old, we stand behind it. You know, no matter what happens, we'll solve any problem that arises over the years. But all in all, we've done well with our product line and everything we designed.
You know, there's a great need for these beds, and you know, I'd love for insurance companies
That's
and
the trick.
others to understand that you know, a hospital bed, it just doesn't fit the fit the bill. They're not safe at all, like you said, the entrapment areas and stuff like that. And
We've tried to educate the consumers and the education for the insurance companies as well. And you also keep in mind the expense, because a lot to do, essentially, every bed is literally custom made for that whatever disability. And I think, I don't know, we lost track of how many versions of these beds we can make, but it's well over 30,000 different combinations.
we love working with small businesses too, and people that employ you know, folks in the community. So
the other thing to keep in mind, develop our products is depend what insurance will approve, you know, sometimes state by state, county by county. For example, we have a fully manual bed now. We've had it for a while, but manual electric combinations. You know, so that's something we always keep in mind. We try to follow the market and what the market needs are. So
I look at families all the time and I say, you know, these are the kind of families and these are the kind of situations and kids, special needs, special circumstances, you know, that really need a SleepSafe bed. And I'm sure those needs, once they get out there, once they know that you guys can meet that need, it's like, wow, why didn't we think of that? And here's you got this amazing business that is built on the heart of serving these kids, so, and these young adults. So we're really excited to be a part of, you know, working with you guys on this. So
You
good
guys
luck
are
to you guys.
awesome. We love what you're doing here and appreciate that you've.
Hopefully the next time you stop is on better circumstances.
yeah.
Well, we hope so. Let's try to get as many of these SleepSafe beds in to kids who need them.
Yeah, no
Let's
doubt,
do it.
no doubt.
All right. Can you guys say goodbye?
Let's do it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Yep, she's still asleep.
Oh, I thought she was starting to perk up.
Not really. All right, ladybugs.
Okay.
Awesome sauce.
They're nice.
Uh-huh. Very nice.
Great
So what is
adventure.
this big thing over here?
Okay, this is what they call an edge bander. And what it does is it actually finishes the surface on the edges.
Okay.
So you
To
see
make
this
them nice and
little-
smooth and safe.
These are the different bands that go through the
Okay.
net and then attach themselves to the edges of the fiber. So it does even that.
Cool. And that's a finished edge?
Yes, that's an edge, finished edge. See, that would be-
Nice and smooth,
We don't
no
need to finish this
splinters.
head because this actually connects to another part of the bed. That's way nice and smooth, so that there's no splinters and things like that.
And is this a finished color here?
It's one of our colors. This is
So we
actually
can-
a top of the bed.
Okay.
See what this is where the windows are.
Okay, so that's like a roof
Correct.
for
That's
those who
the
need a
top.
roof.
Right.
And then the windows here, do you put like a mesh for ventilation?
Yes, the mesh goes in there.
Okay. And it's like a security mesh, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well, it's a
Heavy duty.
It's a Mylar. It's a very, very heavy duty mesh that you can't. Well, I'm not going to say you can't, but very, 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 very difficult to break or something like that.
Okay.
For the most part,
It
offers better
works.
ventilation, and and you actually see through it because it's kind of a black screen. We have some examples of it around here someplace.
So ventilation and security, so
Correct.
that the caregiver can check on the client
Correct.
or
Sometimes
the
we have
child.
if we have a bed that's, for example, our SleepSafe remodels with the extensions. Sometimes we have windows, clear windows at the bottom, and then ventilate the top of it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
And then we'll know all
Aiden's
about
bed's
it.
around here someplace. It's all packed up and ready to go.
Oh, cool. Aiden's bed is all packed up and ready to go.
Hey, that is so exciting.
115,000 square feet.
115,000.
It's
we-
bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's 3 sections. We have the back metal. This is shipping, and then some of our finishing for our wood. I can show you some of that over there. And then that's CNC wood, and then also fabric. All of our fabric CNC where we cut our fabric for our padding. A big proportion of our beds are padded, something like 85%, which is considerable. And then I think maybe at least 50% of our beds are designed or meant for folks that need some type of like feeding tubes or respiration tubes or things like that. So, yeah,
So you have attachments and things for their
correct.
equipment.
IV poles, and we have access panels and things like that, so that you can get the tubes through the headboard or the footboard.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying. Like our market, we are very, very sensitive to our market needs and also what insurance can cover. So that's why our span of beds that we make is quite remarkable. But we work with our durable medical equipment providers.
Sure.
Those are our partners essentially. So they actually they request quotes from us, and then we in turn give them a quote, and then they try to get it pre-approved so that they can get the bed funded. In some cases, they might say, well, we don't do this, so we have to go back and re-quote it, like a manual electric or a manual, total manual.
You find that a lot of people have to submit their request multiple times,
Yes.
right? And that's like the
Yes.
standard operation.
Standard.
Because they're going to get denied most of the time. Probably
Some places are state by state.
Yeah.
Some states are good about this, others are not. So
Right.
we always are looking at the state Medicaid or insurance requirements, and then we're always going to adapt to that.
So it's not unusual for somebody to submit for one and get turned down, right? Multiple times.
I would say you almost have to plan on it.
Yeah, plan on it. Yeah.
And then because in some cases what the insurance company will say, it's like, well, we'll just deny it right out of the gate.
Yeah.
That way a lot of the folks just go away.
Right.
So it takes a certain amount of perseverance. In some cases, we've had cases 5-6 times that they go back, and then in some cases, particularly private insurance, they say, well, have you tried putting a mattress on a floor and putting a helmet on it?
Yeah.
Or have
for
you
goodness
tried
sake.
all these various things that are really,
Archaic.
archaic and also cruel,
Right.
Right. Make somebody wear a helmet?
Yeah.
And they don't need a helmet?
Or the rolling around on the bed and like on a mattress on a floor, it's like there's no dignity there. So one of the things that I've noticed over the years when we do deliveries of things like that, the kids that get into beds, if there's something magical, it's weird. It's magical. It's kind of like their little port.
It is.
It's weird. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
And that's
We
one
saw
of
it
the
with
things that,
Obed.
they just kind of get it. It's kind of like when we were kids. It's like we had made a fort. It's like you get in there, it's like, wow, that's great.
There's that safety and that security that they
exactly.
just know
It's like,
that
okay, this is my
safe.
house. It's mine.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it's fascinating to see that over the years, and it makes me very proud to be a part of it. This is a safety rail over here. This is an example of what our CNC machine does. It cuts this all out. This is all programmed. This is actually an alderwood finish. And then we turn this into a safety rail like this. So this is a safety rail here with the protection on it, loaded up with this little secure things. This is ready to have its.
Let me get a close-up of those latches. They've seen us do our bed a few times, but this goes into the
Right.
It's like a locking mechanism. It just clicks right into place.
Well, it doesn't. It's a lot of times you always have to double. This is very important that you always have to make sure that both sides of the bed are secure.
Right.
And even though it snaps in, this is just one of the. It's loaded with spring, but you always have to check to make sure that that works.
On both sides,
On both
top
sides.
and bottom.
Right.
Well, the bottom actually hinges.
Yeah, this is a hinge. This sits into a place right.
Just like Obed's bed.
Right. And then over here is where we actually put the windows into place. You know, whether it's mesh or whether it's an actual solid window. See, this would be the metal, I mean the plastic. The wood part here. I mean, excuse me, the window.
So this is a protective film.
This is just the film that's over the window.
Okay.
See, there's padding that's ready to go onto a padded window. These are the various rings. So.
It's like the window frame.
This gives you an idea of this mesh screen.
Ah, I've never seen that before.
See how durable this is.
Wow, that's pretty
It's
tough.
like Kevlar. I don't know.
But it's not so
important
tough. I
ones.
mean, it's not so tough, you know, to feel.
This is what I was talking about, where you provide access for feeding tubes and things
Ah, okay.
like that. So we're just going to testing some new materials here.
So this is just a mock-up for.
Yeah, you know, we have like
Testing.
the boneyard where we keep all our parts, and we're testing this, testing that. You know, all these various components.
So made to order, custom beds, and
Yep.
you can accommodate just about every need there is.
So this is like another thing that goes around the top of the bed. See, it's laid into the plywood with this band here.
Finishes off nicely,
Like
and then the
top.
chewing, it kind of keeps people from chewing into the panels. And they work. I can tell you firsthand that they work.
That's what we're looking for, you know?
Yeah, they work.
See how you grab my thing.
Those chew panels work just great, don't they, bud?
His shoe panel?
On his bed, I just showed you, dude.
There's certain components, I think that those are certain panels or certain frames that are ready to go. The way that everything works, everything is kind of coordinated by different departments, and then they coordinate to put these things together so that they get double checked to go out. Our shipping actually is right over here.
Do you think Aidan's bed is staged up and ready to go over here?
It's around here someplace. I can find it for you. Might be this one.
All those antimicrobial.
That's right. Some of our raw aluminum.
That's a hard one too.
And microbial, antimicrobial.
Yeah,
Aluminum.
It's a lot of fun.
Excuse me, Ed?
Yes.
I've been working at Cameron's for almost 3 years now.
Really?
Yeah, it's a coffee and chocolates place.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, thanks. I like it there.
Okay, here is all of our metal and fabrication of metal for our foundations.
Okay.
This is actually a little skunk works for us. If we want, if somebody has a little project they want to do, like I'm a painter, so I do my framing here. But if anybody had any projects, this is all part of the original stuff that they had when they made the beds. It's kind of fun. So, okay, we
This
cut
is
all the metal here.
motorized. Okay.
All of this is welded, and you know, essentially you can see some of the components here, there, and everywhere. This is where everything's put together by order. These are various different frames that are in the process of being made. One of the things that we did and it's kind of important, one of the things we did when we decided to engage manual cranks is that we had to re-engineer everything so that everything was in the front of the bed. Because typically they were always in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and what happens when they're back there, first of all, you have limited space because you have to get behind it working, but you can't see the person in the bed when you're back. So we developed, you know, this system of putting the manual cranks in front so you could actually see, you know, the little kid that's in the bed.
So we're here during lunch hour. So all these guys are out playing hacky sack and.
Well, it allows us to
basketball,
get
playing
in
some cards.
closer too to the.
Yeah, and
This is actually, you can see the, you know, these are little things that you can hear these things that they pound the, you hear, if you're back here during the day, it's like, you hear that all day long. So.
The workmanship that goes into
Correct.
these. It is pretty cool. It's more than pretty cool. It's I don't even have the words for it. It's
I'm so glad we came here and did this.
Well, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of
Especially
fun,
with
and
the
to see
family.
the
This is Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Mike works with all of our metal department here.
Nice to meet you. Did you have a nice lunch?
Yeah.
Good.
The welding is over here. And we have 2 robotic welders that work on each side.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so all of the, watch just up there. All these frames, Mike designed all of this rigging. So all these frames are set and ready to weld. So this machine, when it operates, it's really kind of fun. It just kind of comes out and spot welds all these various components, and then it works on both sides. And then both machines work on both sides.
So you guys have some pretty cool toys in here.
I like to think so.
Yeah, pretty much. Nicer than most places.
Yeah, it's like I said, very impressive.
It's a water jet.
A water jet.
We cut all of our flat parts with water
Okay.
and sand. It's water and sand.
It's
mixture.
like a wet saw when you cut tile.
No,
No.
it doesn't. It doesn't use a blade.
Oh,
uses
just water.
It just uses a stream of water mixed with an abrasive.
Cool.
Garnet, right?
Yeah, garnet.
And this machine here?
Yes.
Yes, and these are some of the
And these are that's all scrap right there.
scrap.
These are the. So what it is it cuts that with water.
Wow, right through that metal.
Yep.
That's amazing.
You won't want to put your finger in it there.
No.
No, I don't think so.
That would hurt.
And we can cut up to 7-inch thick material with this.
Or something as fine as silk.
Yep. We cut fabric on this as well.
Yeah, it's pretty versatile.
Really?
Yeah.
You cut fabric with the water saw? Wow.
Pretty neat.
Very neat.
Then over there, there's pedals and various CNC
Yeah, we
mills.
got 2 vertical mills over here that we do all of our drilling with.
So the drilling that goes into the different.
Like this guy over here?
Yeah.
That was actually built up here.
So this is all.
This is all pre-drilled. Like, see, what we do is we use these machines to drill all of our holes in.
All the shavings. You guys have almost as much of a fun job as I do.
We're working on it.
Maybe more.
So that's about it. You know, as far as the whole production, I think we've seen a little bit of everything. You know, so obviously we have customer service and sales departments and things like that, but that's pretty boring.
This is all the cool stuff.
This is cool.
Well, it's good that you guys enjoy what you're doing. You like coming to work every day. You
Yep.
got a good bunch of people to work with.
Yes,
You
we do.
are a great team, doing a great service to the community. It's awesome.
We're trying.
And this good because of humidity.
Yes.
Making sure the humidity.
Yes.
Can you
It's
see
good
the
for-
smoke up there or the humidity?
It's good for.
Oh, the steam.
It's good for humans.
Ah.
Why
That's to keep the wood from
Because
splitting.
especially during the winter months when everything's kind of cooped up, you want to keep that humidity up so it's easier to breathe, dries out the skin, things like that.
So it has nothing to do with the wood and the beds or anything. It's just for the humans.
No, it's for everyone.
It's for everyone.
It's good for the wood, good for the humans working on the wood, right?
Right.
It's quality of life.
Right.
A little self-care going on.
You probably would like it better if they were all on the machines instead of at lunch. It kind of would mean more to you guys, wouldn't it? If you could see the machines in action. But then we wouldn't be able to get close to the machines if they were working, right? Because it would be too dangerous. So we were very blessed to be able to have this tour today.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we came here today. I'm glad that Ed showed us around. This has been very educational for us and for our kids to show the quality and the craftsmanship that goes into these beds. And you can tell, we can tell the guys are over there at lunch, but they really have their heart in what they're doing here. And so we're happy to be a part of spreading the word about their company and what they're doing to help people.
You guys back to work.
Yes, ma'am. Goodness. You didn't see us messing on our phones.
I did. You're busted. They're heading back to work to build some more beds for some deserving kids.
All right, guys. Doing good by doing good.
I looked a lot taller when I was standing on that house.
Hey Kyle, I think you'll actually make this video.
What?
I think you'll actually be in this.
Yeah, this will be the first video of SleepSafe I ever made it in.
Kyle, are you feeling neglected and left
Well,
out?
see, the last time they did a video, I got like the movie Monsters Inc., where Sully gets the Monsters Inc. thing emblem put right over his face, right when it shows him. That's what happened to me. I'm backing up a forklift, and right before you see my face, the SleepSafe logo comes up over.
Oh,
it.
no.
So I get completely sullied on that
So
one.
you don't want us to just show your shirt?
Right there. Yeah, I got completely done out of the video, and that's like the third one I've been out of.
Well, we're going to have to make sure that you don't get cut out of this one.
I hope not.
Okay, everybody say hi to Kyle.
Hey, everybody.
Make sure you blur you out of this one.
Yeah, just
We'll put the
No.
Put your logo right over my
your
face.
face. Right.
What a fuzzy face is like.
I hope my beard looks okay. I've been working
You look
on it.
awesome.
I've been working on it.
All right, Kyle. Back to work.
Hey, y'all have a great day.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you guys.
Bye. These are some of the windiest mountain roads I've ever been on. I'm starting to get kind of sick to my stomach.
Not me.
Quite the view, but I can't see it.
Yeah, don't look.
None of the kids can see it either.
Oh
Same.
my, it's beautiful.
Amazing. A little hazy.
It's
up
just
here. That's
beautiful.
why I'm so high.
And up we go.
This is just from, because we're going from Bassett, Virginia into Tennessee. So it's kind of near the Great Smoky Mountains, but it's part of the Appalachians.
My ears are popping.
Mine too.
Me too.
I admit that going up and down these mountains are kind of fun.
You like it, huh, Hannah?
Yeah.
Some people don't like it.
I never get dizzy after the ride.
No, you don't.
No.
You never get dizzy after the rides, Hannah?
No. I don't know why though. Do you know? Maybe it's because I can't see how high we're going up, and
Please be careful when you
Okay.
enter the highway from here.
I'm going to, but I can't do that because I got stuff I have to look at here. I have a voicemail
Oh,
from Ed.
Every change